Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode 3 of my weight loss journey with Zepbound. It's been 2 weeks since I started my weight loss journey, and I'm excited to share my experiences with you. This week has gone very good. I just took my third injection of Zepbound, and I'm feeling great. So let's start right off with this week's results. If you remember, my highest weight I've ever been was 349 pounds. When I started Zepbound journey on January the 13th, I weighed in at 339.3 pounds. Last week, I weighed 332.1 pounds. And this morning, when I weighed in, I weighed 329.1 pounds. That's a loss of 3 pounds this week and a total loss of 10.2 pounds since I started taking Zepbound 2 weeks ago. Now, let's talk about how my week went. We'll start off with side effects. I had absolutely no side effects this week. If you remember, after my first shot, I had some breakthrough heartburn the first 3 days, but this time I didn't have anything. I'm not sure if that was because I changed the location of my shot last week or that my body was getting used to the medication at first. I changed back to my stomach area today, so we'll see if there's any side effects this coming week. I was away from home again this week for business. And again, I think I made some really good choices regarding food. On Monday, they had a taco bar for lunch. I got chicken taco meat, fajita veggies, salsa, and a little bit of sour cream. And I took all that stuff and I put it on one of the extreme wellness wraps that I showed you last week that I brought from home with me. I also got some black beans. And for a snack that afternoon, I had an apple that I brought from home also. For dinner, I went out to a local restaurant there called Firebirds, and I got a salad with salmon. And if you want to see that, you can see that in my shorts. On Tuesday, they brought in a restaurant from food from a restaurant called Teriyaki Madness. If you remember, I had eaten there last week at dinner, so I was familiar with the food of what it was. I got some chicken and I put it on an extreme wellness wrap also. I skipped the rice. And again, I had an apple that I brought from home. For dinner that night, I went back to Chop 5, which is one of the places I'd gone last week, but this time I had the barbecue chicken salad. And again, you can see that food in my videos there too. It was absolutely delicious. I love that barbecue chicken salad, and I will definitely be going back there for that again. On Wednesday, they had BW3 wings. And I, again, like last week, I had two wings. They were barbecue wings this time. And they also had some pulled chicken wraps. So I took one of those. They were like a half a wrap. They were pretty good size. And I took everything out of it and I put it into one of my own wraps, the extreme wraps, instead of the wrap that it came with. For dinner, there was a little place around the corner from the hotel called Lay's Asian Bistro, and I ordered green beans with chicken and told them I didn't want any rice. Um, on Thursday, they had honey baked ham lunch boxes. I got the chicken sandwich, or actually, it was turkey sandwich, and I got rid of the bun and I put everything on the extreme wellness wrap. I gave away my chips and my cookie. And then that night, when I came home from the business trip, Ron and I went to a local restaurant here. It's a chain restaurant called Bibi Bop for dinner. I had the power salad bowl with chicken and yum yum sauce. And again, that's in my videos. Way too much food for me to be able to eat. So I was only able to eat about two-thirds of what they gave me there. It was just way too much. On Friday night, Ron and I decided we wanted to go out for dinner. So we went to Bob Evans, and I ordered the cranberry pecan chicken salad. The menu said that it had grilled chicken. However, when I got it, the chicken was not grilled, it was fried. But I went ahead and went with it anyways. We had waited a little while for the food, and I didn't really want to send it back and wait for it to come out. So I just have to make a note for next time, make sure that I tell them and specify that I want grilled chicken instead of fried chicken on stuff, just to make sure. I also know that some people have mentioned in the Facebook groups and stuff that I'm a part of that when they eat fried foods, it's caused them some issues. So I was wondering, is this going to cause me some issues or anything? But I can now report that I did not have any issues when I ate the fried chicken that was on this particular salad. So for me, I didn't have any issues. I don't know if it was because I'm a lower dose of Zepbound, or if it's just my body didn't really care if I had the fried chicken or not. But in the future, I'll make a better choice with that. So overall, I think I made really good food choices this week. My Weight Watchers app said that I should eat 121 grams of protein each day, and my average this week was 105 grams per day. So I got pretty close to it. Some days I made it a little bit closer than others. But based on this week's weigh-in that I just did this morning, my protein goal has come down a little bit, and for this week it'll be 119 grams per day. Again, I am continuing to journal the foods that I eat and how the week progressed. I think that is helping a lot. I showed you my book that I have, and I just continue just to write everything in it about how things are going and things like that. It helps me a lot to just see where my journey has taken me, and I can go back and see if I ever have any stumbles and things like that, where it was and how I got through it. This week, I also continue to stay hydrated. I think that's a big part of this journey that I want to make sure that I do. I have been drinking at least 100 ounces of water per day. Sometimes I get more than that, but I've been drinking at least 100, and I think that helps a lot too, just to keep me hydrated. I've also focused on getting plenty of fiber each day. And again, I think that's an important part of my diet that I need to incorporate just to make sure that I feel the best. The first week of Zepbound, I took the injection, like I said, in my stomach area on the right hand side. Last week, I took the injection in my left thigh. And today, I went back to my stomach area, but I did it on the left hand side. Now, I did notice a little bit more food noise this week, and I started to get more hungry towards the end of the week. So I'm not sure if this has anything to do with the injection site or that it's just that 2.5 milligram initial doses that you have that you start building on will need to be increased when I see my doctor here in a few weeks. As far as exercise, I'm trying to get in more steps per day. Some days it's harder than others. This week I only averaged a little over 4,000 steps per day, with the highest day being around 7,000 steps. So this week I'm going to work on trying to get more steps in. And again, once springtime comes, I think it's going to make it that much easier because I'll be able to go outside, I'll be able to go to the parks, I'll be able to walk out there, and that's going to help a lot as the weather gets nicer and we get out of winter time. This week I also got some exercise bands, and I started doing some strength training at home this week. I found a workout on YouTube, and I used the lowest resistance band this week. The workouts lasted between 15 and 20 minutes each time, and it included a warm up and a cool down period. This week I only did two workouts of that, which was fine. But this week I think I want to try to increase that to three times. So I'm going to increase it. I don't know if this week I'll increase the band, resistance, but I'll eventually try to work that up. I think I have the bands go 5 different stages that, and then I'll try to work at some longer workouts and things along the way. But right now, I'm going to take it a little bit slow, and then we'll just keep building up upon that. So before I leave for today, I wanted to talk a little bit about motivation. That's the fuel that started us all on a path of weight loss, right? But keeping that fire burning, that's the real challenge. For me, my motivation is wanting to be healthier and more energetic. So, what is your motivation? What drives you each day to stick to your goals? Remember, our motivation might change over time, and that's completely okay. So, what do we do when we get setbacks? There's going to be those days that we all feel like we are failing. And you know what? Setbacks are not failures. We have to keep telling us that. Setbacks are not failures. They are just signs that we need to reassess and perhaps change our strategy. It's like that old quote that goes out there that says, fall down 7 times, stand up 8. Keep standing up. So let's not try to be too hard on ourselves as we go through this journey. It's going to be different for everybody, and we all need to stay motivated on that. I also want to move on to body image. This one's a big one. Our weight loss journey will not just change how we look, but how we feel about ourselves. It's critical to remember that this journey is about health and feeling good. It's not just about fitting into some type of societal mold that's out there. Over the years, I've gone up and down on my weight. I've learned I need to celebrate my body at every stage of this journey. Lastly, the unsung hero of any weight loss journey is going to be self-care. Taking care of our mental health is as important as physical health. For me, self-care means unwinding in the evening. Sometimes it's just watching TV, sometimes it's playing a game, and sometimes it's just going to go get a good night's sleep. So, what are your go to self care practices? Remember, losing weight isn't just about a physical challenge, it's a mental and emotional one as well. If you faced any of these challenges, know you are not alone. We are in this together. And I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences that you have in the comments section. So that wraps up week number 2 in the books of working with Zepbound. I got 3 now started. And as we conclude today's weight loss journey with Zepbound, I want to leave you with a thought again. Remember, every step we take on this path, no matter how small, is a victory. Every time we choose a healthy meal, every time we choose a workout and that we complete that workout, every time we track our progress, we're making a decision to be a better version of ourselves. Stay motivated, stay strong, and let's make our next step a confident one. I'll see you all next week. And remember, it is our journey, our pace, our success. I hope you have a fantastic week. And until next time, bye.